the judges' scorecards for the official decision, Judge David Yakubuchi sees the contest 80-72, while judges Lawrence Cole and Jesse Reyes see it 79-73, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jake El Gallo Paul!
The boxing world has erupted with reactions to the epic showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, delivering some of the wildest responses yet.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel bad watching this fight. It just doesn't feel right. Like, it feels bad, man.
Before the fight, Jake Paul referred to himself as a disruptor since making his professional boxing debut in 2020 and said he would soon become the face of boxing. Meanwhile, Tyson appeared to be in phenomenal condition at 58 years old. Even Paul acknowledged feeling a bit intimidated after seeing Tyson's impressive physique. Despite the controversy surrounding his comeback, Tyson recently stated that he was thinking about making a full return to professional boxing. Tyson told Mail Online before the fight, "Nothing will be excluded after I knock out Jake Paul. Listen, I'm taking this one fight, one person at a time. But if this one goes as well as I expect, then a full comeback is not off the table." Tyson sent a stern warning when asked if he would like to face fighters like Daniel Dubois, Alexander Usyk, and Tyson Fury, saying, "As I said, anything and everything would be included." During an early training session, Tyson received a visit from Gene Kilroy, the iconic manager of Muhammad Ali, who left the gym visibly relieved, remarking that after knowing Tyson since he was just 13, he'd never seen him in such remarkable shape. Moreover, Tyson, famously dubbed the baddest man on the planet, didn't hold back during an episode of Countdown, where the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history delivered an icy statement about both himself and the problem child. He said, "There's a fundamental difference between me and Jake. He's a manufactured killer. Television and papers made him a killer. He's manufactured. I'm a natural-born killer, that's the difference." Separated by a 31-year age gap, many had felt before the fight that 58-year-old Tyson retained the upper hand. British boxing icon Ricky Hatton was among the experts weighing in, sharing his honest perspective on the matchup. Hatton believed Tyson's formidable power could present serious problems for the younger Paul. Similarly, martial artist and actor Michael Jai White shared his thoughts, pointing out Tyson's intensity and refined technique, qualities he believed could overpower. Paul Ricky Hatton had been crystal clear about his view on the fight in an interview with the Action Network. Hatton praised Tyson's impressive physical shape, particularly given his age, and cautioned against the knockout power that once made him one of boxing's most intimidating heavyweights. I think if Mike hits him, he'll knock him into the middle of next week, Hatton had stated. He was visibly impressed by Tyson's agility and explosiveness, saying, "He looks very fast and very explosive. He looks fantastic for his age." Hatton suggested that Paul's strategy should have been to steer clear of Tyson's early barrage. "If you're in Jake Paul's corner, you would think he is 58 years old, and I'm just going to give him the first 2 rounds jab and move, keep out of his range, and hopefully he will gas. You'd expect him to at his age," Hatton said. Hatton had been adamant that Tyson's best chance was an early knockout, but Paul's prospects might have improved if the fight reached the middle rounds. He concluded, "Mike will probably put all of his eggs in one basket and start early. I can see Mike by knockout if he is to win, or if Jake is going to win, then he will win on points." In a Vlad TV interview, martial artist and actor Michael Jai White had also shared his perspective before the matchup. Having collaborated closely with Tyson in the film industry, White issued a strong warning about the power of Tyson's body. Shots big guys would hold Mike. Guys with long reach that outweigh him. People that are Mike's weight. Mike's center of gravity, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop it. White remarked about Tyson's powerful body shots. White clarified that those shots might have influenced the outcome of the bout. Mike hits him in the body. The body doesn't move that much. I don't see how Jake survives a body attack, he added. Although he faced significant challenges, Paul saw the fight as an opportunity to establish himself against a legendary boxer. Tyson's experience, coupled with his strength and unbreakable mindset, made him a formidable opponent, even at 58. Paul needed to rely on his youth, tactical approach, and stamina to withstand Tyson's fierce opening attacks. For Tyson, this fight represented a tribute to his enduring legacy. His training footage before the fight showcased flashes of the raw intensity that marked his prime years.
Day 2, we're getting ready for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Leading up to the event, Mike Tyson, the former undisputed heavyweight champion, prepared for an extraordinary showdown against YouTuber turned pro boxer Jake Paul in Arlington, Texas. This historic event, streamed live on Netflix, marked a groundbreaking moment for boxing. The Netflix mega event showcased a thrilling lineup of 7 bouts, highlighted by a rematch between Katie Taylor, the reigning undisputed super lightweight champion, and Amanda Serrano, the unified featherweight title holder. Their encounter added an electrifying spark to the card. Bane Stever had backed Mike Tyson, telling Bakara Donnet and DAZN, when he fought Roy Jones Jr., he was 54 years old, and he looked good. So if that's the same Mike Tyson for this fight, then I don't think it will last more than 6 rounds. The first half of the fight, the younger guy is going to come out to try and impose himself, but I see Mike working his body and dragging him into deep water from early on in the fight. Stever further added, Mike is a lot older, but he still has the ambition to fight and has bad intentions. He still hits the pads hard, looks great on the pads, and it's not like he's fighting somebody who is a live opponent. Mike is taking this fight seriously, and I don't see in any way how he loses this fight against Jake Paul. Roy Jones Jr. had favored Mike Tyson for the win, telling Talk Sports, I like Mike, probably by decision, but if he chooses to take him out, I think he can. Tyson Fury commented on MMA Hour, if Mike Tyson hits anybody, I don't care if he's 90, he's going to knock them out cold, isn't he? Jake Paul is very experienced, but obviously, I have to back Mike Tyson for the knockout. Bleacher Report writer Lucky N. Gassat said, give credit to Paul, Tyson and MVP Promotions for making me and many other fight fans tune in this showdown. And give credit to Paul for finding ways to keep us entertained while stacking the deck in his favor, whether it was fighting former NBA player Nate Robinson or former UFC champions Tyrone Woodley and Anderson Silva. The problem child seemingly has had the advantage in all of these matchups. Jamaj Justat further added, it's going to be a circus and I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to take whatever happens seriously, and neither should anyone who watches, but it should be fun. It'll get people talking, and I'm sure it will lead to another mega money fight for Paul down the line, perhaps a rematch. In the weeks before the fight, anticipation grew around this showdown, streaming exclusively on Netflix. Boxing analysts, ex-champions, and even Tyson's past opponents weighed in with predictions for this blockbuster event. Bob Arum, CEO of Top Rank, favored Paul, a 58-year-old guy. No matter how good they were, aren't going to be able to fight like before. I hope Mike doesn't get hurt, but I really give him no chance. Aram had said. Lennox Lewis supported Tyson, telling Fox 29, Mike Tyson's going to win. He's not that old. You can do well because Paul is not a true fighter. Jones Jr. saw Tyson with an edge. It's a young lion and an old lion. He said in a Fight Hype interview, it's a great situation for both. But I still think Mike is going to be a little too much for Jake. Buster Douglas predicted an easy win for Tyson, telling Gambling Zone, I don't think there will be much of a career left for Paul afterwards. The best Paul can hope for is to last the entire fight. Sports Betting Dime anticipated a Paul decision win. If this goes into later rounds, Paul's youth and cardio will be the difference, keeping Tyson on the outside. Larry Holmes, who was famously defeated by a young Mike Tyson, had his concerns for Tyson going into the fight, saying to OMGB, if Jake Paul wins, all hell is going to break loose. Holmes expressed pride for the fighters making significant money in this match, admitting that such paydays had eluded fighters in his own era. He added, if Jake Paul wins, they're going to have a parade all set up. That's what's going to happen. I'm not saying he wins, but if he does, people are going to go crazy. But I don't care who wins. These guys are making more money in one fight than I did in 70 fights. I'm glad these guys are making money. Holmes gave off a hint of lingering resentment, subtly suggesting that he believed he deserved more financial rewards than he received. However, there's no denying that today he's widely acknowledged as one of the sport's true legends, earning the respect he rightfully deserves. While Holmes claimed indifference regarding the outcome of the Tyson-Paul fight, it's clear he was not entirely uninterested. After all, he was taking the time to discuss it, which speaks to some level of investment. Holmes said, I watched a clip of Mike Tyson this morning, and all I can say is that Jake Paul had better be ready if he's going to fight Mike. Mike will be able to last the 2-minute rounds. Mike comes to fight when he puts his mind to it. He goes to work, and that's what I've seen today. And if this guy tries to trade punches with Mike, he loses. Mike is a puncher. I fought Mike and he hit me, and that was the end of it. So that's all from today's video.